Hello everyone, this is Chachi, with me is Maxwell.
Hello.
Welcome back to Ace Combat 3. We are continuing down the route where we have decided not to join Dician, but then we do end up joining him because we let Reyna murder Fiona.
We don't know if we'll be joining him. We don't know where this path is going to go. We've changed the story.
I could swear that Cynthia had an argument with Dician on the carrier, and we were like, no, that's the last route, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we finished that one, and now we killed Fiona instead of betraying Fiona. And now we're teamed up with Rena and Eric.
Woohoo.
So we're still with Opio. And we have a cutscene.
We're still doing the oop deal.
Now we have footage of someone else getting phone calls.
Mr. Nascimento. Well, that's a bit heavy-handed.
Well, does that mean something?
It's not a great transliteration of the word, but I think it's Latin for birth.
Mm.
Oh, this guy's a mole for general.
Mm.
He believes he's playing both sides against the other. Now he's a man without a corporo state. You could say country, but
we know that's not the case here.
We're well beyond that. Go ahead and just put a pin in that cutscene so we don't have to sit through that again, provided something silly goes on. I'll be honest, the thing that's making this set of 3 paths kind of run together for me is that they all basically stem from very nearly the same event, with the exception of, like, don't join Dician early on, but don't join Dician, then stay with Fiona, don't join Dician.
It's don't join Rena, then spare Fiona, then stay with Fiona or betray Fiona.
Yeah.
And then it's join Rena and then shoot down Fiona.
We have an invasion that we must blunt. Let's see, last time we flew the Super Flanker. He's in HUD. I think the Super Flanker is probably our best bet. I'd really like to get a paint scheme for this thing. I'm gonna bring the big goon. Lord Bang Bang. The Rudy Tooty point and shooty. What is sizable? Now we will reach for the stars.
Intercept.
I wonder if that one mission was the only space mission.
That's a good question. I feel like they probably were going to use that one sparingly. We got some non-targets here. What's your deal? Oh, hello! Can we target the guys who just flew past me? I want to fight them. Fight the guy. No.
I want to fight.
You're damn right. That's why I'm here. Oh, that was a very close pass.
Bullseye.
Him. These guys are kind of laying down on it so far. Wait, are these falling containers that I'm supposed to shoot down?
They're too close to the ground to be
They are
falling.
ants lions? I should have paid closer attention to the briefing. I guess they're some kind of tank. Yeah, they're like autonomous multi-bed tanks or something.
Huh.
Well, we don't want them to have their way, so we better mop them up while we can. I wonder if they're going to shoot at me or something. I don't want to look at Eric. I want to look at the targets.
But we haven't seen Eric, like, at all. Don't you want to see Eric? No, we want to destroy the little stumpy tanks. Look at them!
I love
Oh
them.
my god!
I don't understand why I have to be enemies with the stompy boys. Mission over. We did it.
You took out the stompy tanks.
That was very, very short.
Most of these missions have been relatively short. You know, what are you talking about? Oh, that light, I see.
Let's be fair. From context clues, it's not that hard to pick up on what she's saying, but she said it in a profoundly stupid way.
Sarf.
俺はまだレナのように自分が飛ぶための目的なんて考えたいとは思わない。ただ誰かの私欲のために死ぬのは嫌だ。
Eric has a much more realistic outlook on this mess. He doesn't like being manipulated, and he thinks that biting the big one over some asshole being greedy is not his deal. That ain't what he's about, and I can agree. Meanwhile, Reyna is still doing a bunch of pretentious navel gazing about, like, how dare you not fly if you want to kill, or some shit like that, I don't know. We got a dome, and a train. And there's the burb.
Now they're doing that thing.
Zoom and enhance.
This is how pictures work.
This game envisions a world where people are sublimating their consciousness into data and surviving somehow on the internet in perpetuity, but we're still printing photographs, which, if you work in a corporate office environment, is depressingly accurate. Oh, we gotta take the A train. I get the feeling I'm not allowed to destroy the train, which slightly puts a kink in my plan to destroy the train.
Oh. But the train, though.
The asset's already compromised. Get rid of it.
そう中身は何だって
Okay, so we have a non-target and a target.
The target and the non-target are very close together.
That's fine. I can be precise.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Mm,
Pull up.
Okay, so the last train is the target.
why? Surely the locomotive is on the front end. That really? That's a really strange.
大丈夫なのか
Bingo.
Can't lock onto a missile, so I've got to strafe it.
Warning. Hold up. Warning.
And now there's a new target.
So I'm just peeling cars off this thing one by one. That's interesting, I guess? Oh, a bridge. Ow! Well, you did ask. Last session you did ask. If possible, I'd like to get back a little bit of that time I lost sort of buzzing around the train looking at it.
Yeah.
こんなところで Engage.
Now, if my wingmates were worth an absolute crispy shit, I would not have so much issue with guys flying behind me trying to shoot me in the butt.
Pull up. Hold on. Pull up. Caution. Damage.
Ah, the train is shooting at me now. I think I clipped a couple of the non-targets, which doesn't seem to be such a problem. Come on.
Warning.
Is the back one still the target?
No, it moved up.
Ah.
Oops, I did that thing again.
Missile alert. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You're too close to the bridge. Stop it.
Gonna have to waste a little bit of time, let that thing get out ahead of me again. This mission doesn't feel great.
Warning. Missile alert.
Sick. Alright.
後ろだ
I think that might be the point of no return. Hello, Null Vortex. You're pretty much on time. We've
Hey,
only
Null.
just started.
Yeah.
Okay, well I got some.
Oh,
I did it.
good job.
I guess. Yeah, that mission's kind of bleh.
That was our second mission of the day.
Mm-hmm.
極秘研究ユニットの奪回は成功した。今回の事件に関しては現在調査中だ。
If I'm being honest, considering the rail line was apparently in disuse since before this whole escapade, it would have made a lot more sense to have our supersonic attack aircraft fly way out in front of the train and destroy the track.
Yeah.
That way there's way less chance that we would inadvertently blow whatever we wanted to keep out of enemy hands to tiny, tiny pieces by shooting at individual train cars. But I mean, what the fuck do I know? I'm not a military genius.
全く用意周到な行動だな。当時ゼネラルからニューコムへの独立を図ろうとしたグループに接触。公式だけの頭しか持たない科学バカだ。
The science maniacs.
教えたのもうまい。しかし、科学
Sounds like a Blazeball team.
Just stick with mad scientists. That's sort of the go-to.
Oh god, they're actually repeating the oh boy.
Science maniacs.
So there's a specific like epithet that this whoever's speaking is using repeatedly, and they're just
Hey, we know that mustache.
translating it literally every time.
And the beard. They're both bad.
ビジョン、かつてゼネラルに殺されたことのある男さ。
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Except we found that out. We found that out on another path, so...
Okay, what's next on the agenda?
両企業で拡大し続ける紛争のせいでユージアってもの自体が危ないらしいってニュースで言ってた。パークのやつ、ユーピオどころか国が消えたらどうする気なんだろうな。
And we should care about Park because...
そして一体誰が何のためにこんなことを始めたのか知る。
I'm gonna be honest, their choice of words makes me imagine like a mystical ninja starring Goemon scenario where the Peach Mountain guys which volume are you having trouble with? Is it game volume or speaker volume? Operation Bug Hunt. This ought to be good.
Both.
This is a thing we were discussing just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Let's see what can be done while that saves. Okay, fingers crossed that this does something for that. We've already saved, we don't need to do it again. Did I just... Oh well.
Reopen.
Huh, it's like a suspended moment or something, that's interesting.
Yeah. Great.
Going to have a little conversation again. We get it. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm just imagining like a big laser beam hitting the entirety of Uzia, and it just turns into a goofy theme park or something, or like flies into space when they say the country's going to disappear.
ユーコムのナノテクノロジー研究所で緊急事態発生。建設作業用に大量配備されていた実験中のナノバイトが原因不明の暴走を起こした。現在も増殖を続けており、非常に危険な状態だ。
We have a potential Grey Goo scenario.
I'm not sure what that means.
Nanoscopic robots that move as an aggregate and just sort of mindlessly consume everything in their path. I don't remember exactly where it was proposed, but the idea is it's sort of like an oh no, unintended catastrophe because of reasons.
Oh, Grey Goo.
What did you think I said?
Goose.
I see. No. Grey Goo scenario.
Ah.
Not Goo scenario. We have anti-nanobite bombs. What is a nanobite? Is it like a nanite?
士を送る。ポイントに向かって ANB を撃ち込め。
Okay,
Eradicate virus.
we have a decent number of shots. Let's see. Where's the target?
Virus alert.
Virus alert. What?
Virus alert.
Hmm, that's new.
Alert. Caution. Virus alert.
What does it mean? Am I?
Virus alert.
Well, you're still shooting things, so
It just causes the controller to vibrate and your view to get all fucked up. Interesting.
so it's putting nanomachines in your plane.
Nanomachines right now very expensive. So I guess if I get close to that plateau, then things get a little bit goofy because of nanobyte interference. How big is the spread on this? I can hit about 2 of them at a time, looks like. Maybe a little bit more if I really bunch these together nicely. So for you, go ahead and hit that one in the west. This, if I'm being honest, would be a mission where you would want the timer to count down instead of up. Like, if they're multiplying out of control, that sort of implies a time-sensitive scenario, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
See, that's what I thought, and this raises further questions. If these structures are dangerous results of like uncontrolled nanoscopic machine growth, why is this here not a problem? Why is me flying right over the damn things not an issue? Very curious. Go and I wonder if I can fly over it and not near it. And that'll still doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Caution. Virus alert. Caution. Virus alert.
Hard to say. Can't tell if this blob is moving or the map is just refreshing in a funny way.
They look like they're on the ground.
I missed.
Your shots are so sparkly. Why are they so sparkly?
This is some sort of experimental anti-nanite bomb, so they have a special particle effect. Let's see if that works. Okay, yes. Hypothetically, I could try to hit the one right in the middle, and maybe that will take these other 4 out? The art book includes a bunch of world building. So the spread is sizable, but not quite so much that you'll get a bunch of them at once. Slightly fiddly, but it could be worse. Let's see, which means if I plunk one right there, that should be good.
You're not having some problems.
Well, she's a Robert now.
頭がやめて。
レナがナノバイトに侵食されて危険だ。早く彼女の機体に ANB を。
Buddy, you hardly even need to ask.
Damn.
Now, let's see. I don't think these things lock on, which is going to make this an interesting shot. What if I just... Well, I sort of smacked her on the behind. There we go.
ありがとう。
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that didn't shoot her down. Like, unless it's just some sort of visualization for, like, a data packet or something that's being fired via some kind of electromagnetic carrier pulse, you think a physical impact to the engine would still... I'm gonna stop trying to think about it. Everything's starting to taste like pennies.
A good shot, though. Well done.
We definitely did it. So, like, Reina was a compromised asset to begin with. Now they're gonna retire her, right? Right?
Of course they're not.
心が機械になる痛みに耐えられなかったと思う。でも
That doesn't make sense.
私、機械になりたかった。どんな病気も死でさえ修理してしまえる。そんな体になりたかった。
Click, beat, gears and circuits. Gotcha.
私は生まれた時から一度も太陽の光を浴びたことがない。そんな病気はまだほんの子供だった私に生きる意味を失わせるには十分だった。近所の公園へ出るのにまるで宇宙旅行にでも出かけるような姿にならなければならなかった。やがて外の世界から隔離されたよう
I'm
な
gonna be honest.
自分自身によって
If
心が
I
壊されてしまう
were
まで
a preschooler or like a second grader or something,
そんな時あの人に
and a kid just showed up on the playground in a damn spacesuit, I would be fascinated with that person.
Yeah. Best friends.
私を普通の人間として扱ってくれた最初の人のことを私は心から信じていた。体こそ
Maybe that's the problem, is that she didn't want to be looked at per se. She just wanted to not feel different. And I get that. Sometimes it's scary to be different, but
たったそれだけのことで彼が持っている翼を私も手にできるのなら
truth be told, that's something you have to come to terms with. And this weird quixotic obsession with,
あの人にとっては終わりの
like,
時だった。
flying away from your problems
ビジョンが手にしたかったのは私なんか
into the arms of a mass murdering psychopath, I might add, is no way to cope.
また私は私自身の体に裏切られその時心に決めていたの。人間としての心まで捨てて手に入れたこの翼だけは
This is so anime.
Whoa, that
What? Excuse me?
that zoom was definitely something. It was like they had a still image and just sort of stretched it really fast.
だけど
Oh, are you still talking? Holy smokes.
少し分かった。
Gotta have the flashback.
今までずっと私にとって翼が心のすべてだと思っていたんだ。でもそれは違うよね。私が人間でいる限り心はちゃんとここにあるって。だからこれから私少し強くなろうと思う。翼がなくても空は飛べるってね。
Don't mention it. You know, I felt like when somebody described this game to me as the one that they made right after everybody got done watching Ghost in the Shell, I felt like there was a grain of truth to that, because there usually is a little bit, but it was still a goof. And this is extremely like, let's just file the numbers off Ghost in the Shell.
ゼネラルリソースのアルデア・カルロス・ナシメント常務が急性心不全のため亡くなりました。
Because it's implied through some of the Ghost in the Shell content that Major Kusanagi had a degenerative disease when they were young and had to be cyberized. They had to get a cyber brain and a robot body and all that stuff in order to survive. So they haven't really ever known what it's like to be a flesh and blood person either. And this is more like metaphorically not flesh and blood.
Wait, so is that guy dead now? I only just came back into...
He appears that seems to be what's going on. Okay, we got aircraft. You know, if hypothetically speaking, I knew I was being stalked by either a real consciousness that had sublimated onto the internet or an extremely convincing facsimile of one, if I were going to have a private discussion, I would probably air gap the place I was having it. Like, don't do your secret planning right next to your laptop if you don't want Dician to hear it.
Yeah.
Null has the right of it. That line's just slowly counting up every time she says a damn word. Alright, we gotta hit power plants. We got helicopters defending them. Radar sites are also targets. More Orson line. Oh, the Sphere knows going to be with us. Big thinky. Alright. No choice, time for the Orsinus. Let's see, spread bomb, that looks about like what we want. Or I guess I could use AGMs. I might use the AGMs. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I used them the last time we flew the Orsinus. Okay.
There's nothing suspicious about this.
Yeah, should we be wearing their livery?
That's pretty nice and all.
Yeah, I figured that out a session or two ago, and it is a pretty neat feature. I can see why they abandoned it in later titles, but it is a little bit of a shame. It would be one less thing to manage, but there are some times where you where you want to like just make sure that you're using your missiles, even if you're aiming at a target that is valid for your other stuff. Oh yeah, I remember the spread bombs being good. Mostly I'm just trying to change it up a little bit to keep the gameplay from getting stale. For me, as a treat. What's that down there? Take that. What? I missed! That won't sit. I'm not leaving that helicopter alone. Come here. I'm gonna get you. Why do I need to pull up? What? I must be getting jammed or something, and it's like pretending to tell me I'm flying too low.
ーダー操作を感知。迎撃に備えろ。
Oh, I see. There's some sort of minimum altitude I had to stay above in that point, or they would like spawn enemy planes. Honestly, don't like Ace Combat 3. Do not threaten me with a good time. If you tell me more enemies are going to appear, I'm going to do it. Come here. I'm going to get you.
後ろ気をつけて
Aha! Sneaky, sneaky.
気をつけて
A sneaky oh. No, you will not sneaky snake me.
I'm gonna get you.
Whoops.
You were too close to the ground.
It's me, Negative Universe Icarus. Well, that one's on me.
ニューコムのカラーリングのままで飛んでいいの
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super concerned with my S rankus. I'm here to just experience. Okay, so jamming is going on.
I'm not even entirely sure how you get better ranks.
It seems to be mostly speed related. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Don't really need to bother with the helicopter. It's way over there. Let's see. It's behind that building.
Warning.
Do our little flip.
Pretty good music on this stage.
Yeah. This is the soundtrack for this game is a fairly significant departure from the first two. You see some tracks in a similar style in later games, but right now, Ace 3 does feel kind of unique in terms of whatchamacallit, like general feel of its soundtrack. Alright, I've pulled up. I'm way up in the sky now.
More.
Okay, I
you're
guess we're
good.
good. I had to get above 15,000 meters, I guess. Well, or not. What the fuck is the point then?
Update target.
I don't get it.
Warning. Missile alert.
Mission rank changes the dialogue.
Huh.
Warning.
Interesting.
It's not unheard of. You see things like that in other games that are somewhat similar to this. You've got things like that in Star Fox and whatnot, which is not really an arcade flight sim per se, but Star Fox 64, you know, you had your on-rails shooting and some all-range mode and whatnot.
There's a lot of diversity in this.
Mm-hmm. Plenty to do.
Yeah.
Caution. Pull up. Bullseye.
Something about Ace Combat 3 feels very much of an age. There's a lot of stuff that is, like, sort of vaguely hinted at and kind of requires supplemental material to understand.
Warning.
It's very PSX feeling. This is, strangely enough, this is the game,
Warning.
like, outside of Air Combat, just because it was the first one in the series. This is the one that feels the most dated so far.
Caution.
Which is a strange thing to say. Yeah, I had a feeling it would be sort of like, oh wow, you know, I thought you were hot shit, but it turns out you're a big scrub for not getting an S rank. Thankfully, in the age of YouTube, somebody who cares has already done this and uploaded the clips, I'm sure. If there were some sort of gameplay element that were on the table for getting better ranks, I'd worry about it a little bit more, but if it's just dialogue, I'm not gonna shed too many tears. I do appreciate that this is the game that finally introduced target focus for the camera, though. That's a nice feature. Makes things look kind of dynamic. Lets you get a good idea of what you're looking at. Lets you lawn dart if you're not being careful. Okay. So now we have a 3-minute timer to do a landing.
Ah, you're fine. Keep that nose up. I'm a little sad you can't go into third-person mode during landing sequences. I guess I get it, they want you to be able to look at the UI while you're flying, but... just feels a little weird.
Nice landing.
And today we got... oh, we're gonna get teased. We're gonna be cyberbullied on the Electrosphere.
Communication interrupted.
Okay, we have an important phone call. Let's watch. Minutes ago, this bad thing happened. We, a collection of damn rubes, have been implicated in a false flag event.
You don't say. Dirty terrorist act.
That prick. Nice.
He obviously gets some benefit from it.
Eric, that sounds like a stretch. Then again, see, this is the reason, Eric, why I look askance at your assertion that he wants first Usia, then the world. Welcome, Dragon Spike. I think it's a lot safer to assume incompetence rather than malice. I'm sure Park probably just wants to make himself as rich as possible, and this is a means to an end.
Either way, there is some form in which he benefits from this. And now back to the studio.
本日午後、ユージアのポートエドワーズでゼネラルリソースとニューコムが交戦状態に突入しました。そしてその戦いは現在も続いています。
Oh, I see. They didn't even wait until the fires went out. Now we go back to Port Edwards. But they give you a chance to not fly a bomber into a heavily crowded air battle. Let's see, looks like Delphinus Mark III's, Coffin F-22s. Coffin, yep, yeah, this is gonna be a real big scrum.
Good times.
Oh, we get a Golden Eagle. And we are not allowed to choose anything different.
This is your plane.
How many routes have we finished? We have finished 2 routes, and we are closing in on the end of a 3rd.
We have not done the routes where we picked Dizion at the first choice. Dizion, whatever, however you say his name.
Honestly, in cutscenes, it sounded like he's saying Dijon, which is really funny.
Okay, Colonel Mustard.
The Mervs. I'm gonna go with standard missiles. Mervs have underwhelmed me somewhat. Hell yes, hell yes.
Our first choice was to save Fiona and then stick with her. Because, like, hey, we don't know your sister. Why would we just suddenly go, oh no, we're siding with this person now. So we stuck with Fiona through the end of the first one. And then we just are sort of working our way backwards choices-wise. So we did teaming up with Cynthia instead of Fiona. And now we have shot down Fiona and teamed up with Rena.
And let me tell you, I'm very glad I made that decision. One thing that's pretty cool about the about this particular version of the Berkut is that the designers clearly lent a little bit of a nod to the fact that the reverse wings are good for increasing stability. Stability? What? I don't know. I'm thinking about shooting missiles and probably. Yeah, but you've noticed that I have a somewhat lower stall speed than the super flanker we were using in the last missions, or for example even the Orsinus, which I mean, generally your attackers are going to have pretty low stall speeds to begin with because you need to be able to do things like you know, come in low and slow on ground targets. You got to be able to react in time to let your ordnance go.
Huh. Eric's actually doing things.
Yeah, he's throwing like 3 whole punches. I'm very proud of him. Alright. Here's our last friend for this sector.
This late game fighter is the most agile special fighters aside.
That's not surprising. I do know that apparently there are some fighters that can only be accessed through a special debug style save.
Huh.
I didn't bother to implement that for my first time through the game because I wasn't sure how it was going to affect events as I went, but allegedly there are, I think, 3 fighters that you can only access if you have a specific save on your memory card.
Huh. Let me guess, it's a save of Ace Combat 2?
No, this is specific to Ace Combat 3. It's not carryover data like you would see in your Suikoden or something like that.
The appendisc that comes with the OST release unlocks 1 fighter.
Can I just say also that appendisc is a pretty funny play on words.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Alright.
Some weapons are also hidden. Gonna get you.
Boy, he just laid down for that one. It's a good thing I still have a bazillion missiles to go.
The orbital satellite laser.
Interesting. I imagine that probably works by painting a target. Sort of similar to artillery in later games.
Had to get an A on all 52 missions for that.
Whew.
Good lord.
See, now that's an incentive.
Yeah, that's good encouragement.
Hello.
I still think the worst 100% the game or do the best of the game encouragement was the 100 lives for getting all the stars in Mario 64. It's so stupid! Like,
Yeah,
if they gave it to you after you beat Bowser, but before you got all the stages, it would make sense. But giving it to you once you've done everything there is to do in the game, doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a little lame.
Yeah. Dragon Spike live streamed that session to make it more bearable. Makes sense.
Yeah, having somebody to talk to while you continually smash your face against the scoring system is probably pretty good. So, Dragon Spike, being a little bit more knowledgeable about this game than I am, because this is my first time through it, how exactly do you get a better rank? Is it purely speed related? Does downing enemies affect it at all? Because right now I'm not quite sure what affects it. This guy's trying to bamboozle me.
You can see the time requirement during briefing.
So it appears to be only time related.
And it depends on the mission.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, not
yeah,
only,
not
yeah.
only, but time is a portion of it.
Well, yeah, that's always the case.
Probably not rated on cool stunts, though.
Yeah, regrettable. I
Some-
haven't really been stunting a lot during this mission, have I?
Some missions are a combination of time and enemies down. But right now, we've been mostly just playing it to show off. There's an FAQ on GameFAQs with all the data for A rank runs. Nice.
This, I believe, is where you fight Reina at the end of Path 5? I see the special energy generators popping up out of the landscape every so often, and there's the big rotunda that I was like, can I fly through this? No.
Same music, too.
We have more hostiles. Good. No, I don't want to shoot that. Where's...
Hold your fire.
Yeah, because I was targeting a... apparently there are just civilian aircraft dicking around out here,
Aha!
which doesn't seem wise, but what do I know?
Targets acquired.
Yeah, let's go ahead and... These guys are going to step, so we might as well. Yes, indeed. Embedded journalists who are flying around in helicopters in the middle of a dogfight. Definitely what real people would do. Holy shit, y'all. Oh, there's somebody behind me. Don't like that. Yeah, once you can loose 4 missiles at a time, it's much easier to hit even the agile enemy late game planes. They're just... The AI is good, but it's not quite good enough to handle that staggered fire. I wonder if accuracy is a requirement. If it is, then I'm sort of screwed, because I've been using my missiles to bracket fire these losers. Let's see.
Mission accomplished.
Oh. That's that.
Nice.
It's a good looking plane, is the Berkut.
Yeah.
And we got a rating of... I skipped it by accident. Who knows?
It is a mystery.
We did fine. Double S plus rank.
And here we have the weather lady. That's actually a cute outfit.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It started with the cash dispensers. The internet is going out.
Oh no. Dyshyun's he's doing a bad. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because right before I started this stream, well, not this one in particular, but this series on Ace Combat 3, I checked Project Nemo's site to see if they had a more contemporary version than the one I've got. And it turns out that the last revision was at the end of 2019, I think. So, yeah, that's cool. The one thing that I hope they fix, like, polishing the translation is fine. The thing that I think that is probably a fairly high priority, if I had to guess, is... Oh, it's 2016, that's right. It was one of those numbers that's a loop with a tail. The 3 data files that cause the game to crash would be the one that, like, okay, that's first on the list. Let's fix that, and then we can buff it to a nice shine. And if I had to guess, that's probably high on their agenda. A fan compressor was installed. Until today, that sounds like something that you would use to fix a climate control system. You assholes with your desire for food, water, sleep. This is your fault. Unlike me, the brilliant discourse haver, who spends 97 hours a week on Twitter.com.
皆さん、私はジオフロントから50キロほど離れた場所からお送りしています。ご覧いただけるでしょうか。私の上空では多数の戦闘機の編隊がジオフロント方面に向かっていく姿を何度もカメラで捉えています。
We're gonna have a big air battle inside the Geofront? That would be neat. Instead of one-on-one.
確かに現時点で人々が目にしているものは人類にとっておなじみの殺し合いに過ぎないからだ。ただこれだけは言っておこう。ゼネラルリソース、ニューコム、ユーピオといった組織が保持している軍隊とたった今も行われている交戦は我々が望む革命にとって入り口。
Oh no, we're playing right into their hands.
真実の敵とはゼネラルリソース、ニューコム、ましてユーピオなどといった権力ではない。この革命が完成するとき、我々が、いや、人類全体が掴むものはこのような権力ではない。ゼネラルリソース系列の報道機関では、現在放送内容についてキーワード検閲が配信システムに組み込まれたとの発表がありました。このような大規模な報道規制が施行されるのは初めてのことです。現在この番組は独立系パーソナルベースの放送局からお送りしています。それではここで我々が独自に傍受した映像を無検閲でご覧いただきます。
It's a peculiar step in the arms race. Is there's a there's a pirate broadcast big enough to hit a satellite coverage area. Heretofore, in my experience, you think of pirate broadcasts as being something that's only heard in, like, it's on radio, or if you have video, both of them are going to be in a fairly tight radius. You heard it here first, folks. If you want world peace, you have to be online. Very online. Tragically online at all times. Preface all of your recipes with stories about your miserable life. Post pictures of cats. Not even your cat, somebody else's cat. Somebody else's cat who's been reposted 60,000 times. The cat is now meaningless. Time is meaningless. Space is meaningless. This constant drip feed of bullshit is meaningless. Shut up! I just want to fly a plane.
君たちサーフが心血を注いできた活躍には感謝している。
Buddy, you've got like 60 seconds.
平和などという曖昧で見えない心の報酬を求めていたため。
Peace. So boring. It's so intangible. Who can put a value on peace?
Alright, Mac, you got like 30 seconds left. You know what? I lied. Oh, shut up.
I just want to fly.
I feel like I'm doing the game a disservice, and I hope that people will not interpret my impatience as a dig against Project Nemo. The work that they put into translating this is very valuable, and I appreciate it without a single molecule of irony. I just think that the story they happen to have put so much work into translating is sort of a dog's breakfast at this point. Like, if the branches were different enough in meaningful ways, I wouldn't mind it so much, but we've seen some of these cutscenes multiple times, and they're not compelling enough to repeat. At least not, like, in quick succession. Yeah, here we go. This appears to be proof positive that Reina has been groomed for some reason. There's some sort of deep-seated bamboozlement happening in Reina's subconscious, or something. My god, they put a sticker on it! Creep. What would be really hilarious is if there were some way to chase Dician's consciousness, rather, into an endpoint, and then, like, disable the Wi-Fi. Like, confine him to, like, a modern refrigerator, one of the ones you can, like, you know, hook your smartphone to up to or something. So, like, every time you go for the milk, he goes, "You have to release me, I'm the ultimated sublimated consciousness," and, like, the ultimated sublimated consciousness is keeping my fucking snacks cold. Shut your hole. Oh, I love doing that.
Oh, that guy didn't have a chance to blink.
He probably was not really a guy. If I had to guess, these are either AI-controlled fighters, or maybe they're sublimated, and depending on your interpretation of events, they might not be real quote-unquote people after sublimation. There's a little bit of wiggle room to interpret.
Like,
and these guys are actually kind of slippery. They already gave me one swat. I'm not super hurt, but I do want to not let them stack up on me if possible. Looks like there's a big clot of them up ahead, or at least, no, now they're on my 7 or so. They haven't broken formation yet? Or, no, okay, I was just getting fooled by radar ghosting. They're trying to rope the dope. Don't rope me! I'm an innocent dope! How could you do this? Okay. Who am I targeting? Oh, so there's a big group of them, alright. Well then, allow me to break it up. The cheese stands alone, mister. Ah! The missile tracking is very good in this game, I'll say that. It's a little bit hard to do things you could get away with, even in like more contemporary Ace Combat titles. Nice damage, nice, 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 nice! It's not sufficient, it seems, to just sort of turn like 60 degrees away from where you were facing and lay on the afterburner. You actually gotta sort of get out in front of the attack and have a plan, which is cool. That's definitely something that has not we haven't seen it so far in the 2 games we streamed before this. Oh, he's on my tail. He's gonna get me. Whoa, that's that's a slightly unfortunate camera movement. What are you up to? Alright, hit the brakes. Let's hope I got him there. Waddle up a little bit. So let him Sunday drive right across your crosshairs. This probably. There we go. 2 missiles and a couple of shots from this big cannon. Yeah, he's finished.
Yeah.
I wonder what that red dot up is in the north. You know, that I was trying to put my finger on what exactly is different, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You saying that in Null Vortex is that the missiles are leading as opposed to doing the tail chasing.
Also, nice damage.
Yeah. What, did you not hear me say that?
No.
I said nice like 800 times, because I'm an idiot.
I didn't catch that was why.
Ah.
I thought you just were doing cool stunts.
No, I haven't really done a cool stunt yet in this mission, sadly. I'm starting to get the shakes. Oh, come on. Big Gun, there we go. You redeemed yourself, Big Gun. Oh, hi! How you guys doing?
Hey, fellas. Oh, yeah, split up. Oh. Nice, they're all going different directions.
Mm-hmm. They were hoping to cause choice paralysis. However, me, with my tunnel vision killer instinct, can only do one thing at a time. We can only do one thing at a time. That's terribly ungrammatical.
Warning.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Hello.
They attempted to go split up. He can only come after one of us. And you said... You thought.
You know what they say, you can run away, but you're only going to die tired. And then the Night Raven jumps away from the Spherna. Oh, this time Reina is not happy with Dijun. Well, there goes the Spherna.
Thanks for the plane, dummy.
I think that laser beam sound effect was also used in Macross Plus. It sounds... What the hell happened there? Why did you just suddenly explode? Thank you, Eric. Thank you. What? Huh? Ah, B. Ranku. Today I will dine on turtle soup. Why did I say that? I'm just sort of running on autopilot. I guess I'm tired or something.
Well, if it doesn't get explained, I have a thing.
What is that?
It's the guide that I've been following.
I see. It turns out that the cause for the Night Raven exploding is hinted at in this mission, so we'll see. I guess there was a failsafe.
よくもレナを
Engage.
Ah.
Yes? No. Too much to hope for.
Bullseye.
Boy, he didn't even try to dodge. Oh well. Hello. Huh. He might just outrun these. Oh no, okay, one of them got him.
Nope. There is no running.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Warning. Warning.
Off.
Bingo.
Uh-oh.
No, that's fine.
Bingo.
I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to, if I'm being honest, it's really a fault of me not knowing the tool well enough yet, but I'm sort of looking forward to going back to games that don't have multiple discs. Because disc swapping, it turns out that if you do not have RetroArch set up to properly swap discs from the outset, it gets a little bit fussy to manage. Hello.
Warning. Missile alert.
Ah, he's slick.
Warning.
We have a target in the middle of all this. I wonder what that's about.
Warning. Missile alert. Missile
Oh, they
alert.
are really all over me, aren't they? It's like they're working as a team or something. Oh, the
Dragon
sphere.
Spike uses Mednafen.
Mednafen is a PlayStation emulator. I believe the core I'm using at present, Beetle PSX, I think that's a fork off of Mednafen.
Missile alert.
And these, we have the Q files, but it's still swapping the discs is just very fussy.
So the specific thing that I think is biting me here is not necessarily that the Q files are a problem, it's that if you have already made progress, going from like traditional disk swapping where you're sort of using the legacy function inside of RetroArch to trying to use the Q file setup, the thing that happens is that it doesn't honor your saves for some reason. It's like it's reading them off of a cartridge as opposed to a memory card that's just read along with the disk. It's sort of a weird behavior, and that's probably not entirely accurate, but it's...
I mean, we already had that happen once.
yeah. Granted, the missions in this are so breezy that it doesn't take a long time to get back where we were, but it was a little bit of a downer.
Bullseye.
To be honest, there's probably a feature that I'm just not using correctly, but it's a learning process.
Yeah, RetroArch just seems very convoluted.
the specific issue I have with RetroArch as a front end is that it is slick in appearance, but the things that you do in order to control the UI are somewhat counterintuitive. Like, left click is confirm as opposed to select, and right click is back. Or you have to use arrow key. Oh, Eric did a move! He did a thing!
Yeah!
Good job, Eric. With this one cutscene, you have done more as an allied pilot than basically anybody else we've flown with. I'm so proud of you.
We barely know you, but we respect you.
You actually threw a fucking punch. Oy. Let's see. I wonder how many missions are left in this.
One more.
I was going to guess 2.
No, taking out the Sphyrna is usually the last to second to last.
Yep.
Oh, no. There, you had one where there were 2 after. But Sphyrna is pretty much a mark that you're close to the end.
It's true.
Yeah, I've got the Ace Combat wiki up so that we can follow along and see, like, okay, so if you want this path, you need to do X. If you want to do this mission, you have to accomplish Y in the mission before that. Because there's a lot of stuff in here. I think the only one that we haven't managed to show off is Radio Silence, the one where you have to take out the Sphyrna within 90 seconds of it spawning.
Yeah, and to be honest, that was me with the weighted training clothes on. I didn't realize at the time that the fighter I was using could shoot 4 missiles at once. And I was using MIRVs, so, you know, it was sort of a double-double of not being properly equipped to handle the job.
Yeah, that sort of is the benefit of being a stream team, is one person plays the game and the other keeps a guide open.
Uh-huh. Color commentary. Stats.
Not getting stuck because you're bad at games. That's me.
I wouldn't say you're bad at games.
Oh, I get lost so easily.
I don't know, some games are sort of confusing.
The next translation release whenever will include some extra material to help players better understand the game.
Oh, nice. I approve.
Yeah, major props to...
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, sure, I'll fight that guy. He seems to be bothering Eric, and that's not going to sit. We've just now started to come to an understanding.
You leave the only person I respect here alone.
Yeah, seriously.
It really is a shame that he doesn't really seem to have much characterization.
If I'm going to be honest, a lot of the people in this game don't have much characterization.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a collection of archetypes more than we are, like, people who feel actualized.
It seems like Reyna and Zion are the 2 characters they feel are the most important, and everyone else is just sort of side cast that they can ignore or not really focus on.
And I get it, like, you can't spend an entire stack of copy paper writing a background for every face that appears in your game, but some people are just so insufferably boring.
Next translation will improve that.
Nice, very nice. Good on them. It is nice. I will say that it's important to have an understanding that at some point you have to say that's good enough, but a feeling of I can do better it's good to have. At the very least, where's that missile coming? Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Yep. I probably don't need to be shooting down all these lone Su-37s, but I'm having fun flying. Oh, your brain's turning into mush. At last, we understand one another.
Thanks for coming by, Dragon Spike.
Yeah, have a good afternoon or evening, depending on your time zone, or morning. Hey, you guys are doing that thing I specifically told you not to do.
Thanks, Dragon. We typically stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday we're at 7 Eastern, and 3 on Sundays. I'm usually behind the wheel on Monday and Wednesday, and Chachi takes over on Thursday and Sunday. So more Ace Combat will be on Thursdays and Sundays. I am going to be starting some spooky games for Halloween.
The only thing spooky about what I'll be streaming is the fact that my flying is somewhat frightening. You weren't expecting me to stall out repeatedly. Now die. You wascal. Alright, I'm gonna have to break away and...
Later, dragon.
Stop shooting at me! I specifically said... Ah!
They're just
They're very
looking at you.
sticky, these particular missiles.
Now be careful.
52% is like 0%, it's fine. And if I break, he'll probably shoot right by me. Yep, there we go. He's gonna try to do the same thing to me. That was my after image. He's making good use of the low stall speed on these Bearcoots.
Nice. Now this one on... on your butt.
Who remains? Who among you dares to challenge the idiot flyer?
You're better at this than I would be.
It's easier than it looks.
I would just be sitting there on the...
Is this a to be continued? Oh, we're going into the Geofront. Maybe?
Hey, Park. You feeling good about what you've done?
Clear to engage. Caution. Pull up.
Got him.
Mission accomplished.
No, let me fly through the Geofront. I'm already here. Urgh.
At least it cut before you hit the end.
Yeah, that would have been a problem.
In one of our Ace Combat 2 streams, Chachi accomplished the goals of the level, and the game went into its cutscene at the end, but without control, taking control of the plane. So Chachi went face first into the wall that he had been flying towards and lost the stage.
It happens.
It's so dumb, though.
I'm gonna be honest, the way that thing was
Oh, hey,
falling,
she's fine.
I would have expected it to break up on landing. Or rather, impact.
It's okay, there's no sun out.
Yeah, but there will be eventually.
Ooh.
And here again are the credits.
And that's number 3.
Now I get to play with discs again. If memory serves, the next set of paths are contingent on things that happen earlier in Disc 1 than my most recent save, I think.
Yes, it's at the Paper Tiger level.
Okay.
Which is the last one in the very first set. So worst case, you start over and you do like 4 missions.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can change this. So the first 2 routes we completed were sticking with Yupeo instead of joining to Zion, and then refusing to shoot down Fiona. And then the next one was sticking with Yupeo, not shooting down Fiona, and then not going with Cynthia when she defects.
No, the second one you went with Cynthia. The first one you stuck with Fiona.
So basically what I said, just transpose them.
Yeah.
Probably the first thing I should do is close this content. Give me the context menu. How dare!
Like, they have the intro here that makes everyone look like they're equally important. But really, it's the Reina show.
Yeah, it's kind of all Reina all the time. Huzzah. Paper Tiger. Paper Tiger. Paper Tiger Electronics.
Now, did we make a save at Paper Tiger?
I believe I have a Paper Tiger save. That phrase is going to start losing all meaning soon. Okay, here we go.
Yep, there's Paper Tiger.
Alright, now we join Digian.
And I doubt we'll get to the next split in the rest of today.
We've only got half an hour. It seems unlikely.
国家という枠組みは崩れ去り、歴史は新しいフェーズを迎えることになりました。そしてこの巨大な海上移動都市メガフロートの姿は今やニューコムのシンボルであり、それは彼らの新しい力を。
Looks like there's several various paths in this one.
Good. Plenty of content.
何を求め、何を望んでいるのでしょう。我々はこの紛争がやがて歴史をどのように変えるのかまだ知らされてはいません。ただどんな結果になるにせよ一つだけ言えるのは、
that's just the way it goes. That particular sequence of events has probably been repeated by many Ace Combat players.
Yeah, and it's not spoiler, we've already done it.
Well, at the time it might have been.
Yeah.
今さっきフランカーと彼女のエンジンシステムがぶち壊れたらしい。しかもそれが整備不良のチェックやってた時のミスでだ。お前も整備には気を使った方がいい。まったくいくら最近出撃が増えたからってそりゃない話だろ。こんなことだからユーピョはハリコの虎だとか軍隊ごっことか言われるんだよ。この状態じゃレナのやつ当分出撃できないことになるだろうな。こんな時。
Yeah, I'm crushed. Alright, sortie order, I get it.
Yeah, let's go.
We can navel gaze on our way to our aircraft. Of course, having seen one of those endings, we know why people only ever speak to us through the video phone, but... Alright, we Paper Tiger, we Paper Tiger in... Hornet, F-16... I'm gonna do the F-16. Heavy machine gun... Where's that one?
Engage.
We certainly have met again. How you doing? I tend to ignore Dizion unless there's something important going on, so... we'll pick back up with him in a minute. Haha, take that.
Whoa.
What's the matter?
Just the angle of everything there.
Mm-hmm. I like to fly the plane. Hey, speaking of which, here's another plane flyer right here. I'm gonna send him a present. Hello, hi. Nice to meet you. Where'd that one missile go? just kind of doing its own thing. An aircraft carrier. Crunchy on the outside. Crunchy on the inside. As it turns out, it's all crunchy. It's metal. It's not like a candy bar. You rascal. Oh. Hey, we got shot down. And not even by me. I'm so impressed. People are showing up for work today. I'm just gonna do this roll for me. Can't tell what direction this guy's traveling. Looks like he's... okay, yeah, he's moving away from me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now he's not.
Look,
Or he is. Yes, he's moving away from you and towards the ground.
Yeah, there you go. Can I get it? Ooh, no. Can I shoot?
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Well, I was so busy trying to figure out when my gun wouldn't work. That is one thing that I consider a major black mark on Ace Combat 3's record, is that during certain transitions in missions, you can't shoot, which ruins really good firing solutions sometimes. And that's not something I like. Enough clowning around, we'll just finish this up and start doing the Dizion route. Who's that back there? You better not chase me.
You're getting further away, so...
I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, well, the fleet has been neutralized. Now I fight some guys. Here's some guys.
Hey, some guys.
How you doing? Welcome to wherever we are. I don't know the reason, or what is the season. I've even forgotten my name. Maybe I should replay Metal Gear Rising sometime.
It is a good game.
My personal game of the year, 2013 and 2014.
But what about 2015?
That's a bit of a stretch. Yay, I did it. Finally, after 10,000 years. Zoom. Where am I going? What are you doing out there? Oh, that wasn't even me.
現在作戦遂行中の全機一戦クラークソン代表の停戦交渉によりニューコムとゼネラルリソースの間に停戦協定が結ばれた
Hey, we did it. Peace in our time.
Yeah.
どうにも間の悪い話じゃないか。ここでの停戦など老人どもが決めたまやかし。時代はすでに変化を望んだ。そう思わないか？
ディジョン。
一度しか言わない。お前がこの世界で何かをしたいのなら、ユーピオはただの階段に過ぎない。もしその気があるのなら、このままゼネラルに来い。その勇気がお前にあるのなら、私が新しい。
Every fiber in my being is telling me to just shoot this asshole down right now.
こいつを移籍させる気か。危険だ。
Are you trying to turn him? What, are you a vampire or something?
サーフのエース、どうする？ゼネラルに来るか？
言ってはダメ。あなたはユーピオのパイロットなんだから。
Sorry, Fiona.
I choose content. Dijon? What?
You weren't following him.
Son of a bitch. No, I'll just crash. Like hell we will.
It's just going to send you back to the landing.
Probably. Okay. We'll skip this with the start button, and then I guess we'll just Paper Tiger one more time. Oy.
Hey, Malik.
Yeah, big Prince of Persia energy. You got me. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 I get it. Do I want to save? No. The best laid plans of mice and men sometimes go awry at 500 miles per hour.
Back to title.
We must go to the Titel. I'll take famous details for 300. Log out. Show yourself, coward. I will never log off.
Once more around the Paper Tiger.
Yes, indeed. We're going to take it around the Wiggler. The mission's so nice, we did it 3 times thrice. Shut up!
Shut up, I know what I'm doing. I've done this so many times.
Engage.
Now hear me out. What if I play Paper Tiger for 2 hours? I'm just gonna fly upside down for a little while.
Because you can?
Yeah. What other reason is there? Flying with one hand, shooting the bird at everybody below me. Take that. There's the target. They'll never expect me to fly like a total asshole. Now for the enemy aircraft. There's one right there. Ooh, there's one right here. Hello. Yeah, I would eliminate them if you would shut your fucking noise tube and let me shoot.
I just want to take these planes out.
Who's back there looking at my butt? Hello. Oh, these are, I forgot that the 201s are the sort of double hull fighters. Well, they're bombers, really. That's... You win this round. But what will you do when I trip an event flag? You can't shoot me down if the mission's over. Were we going head to head? I don't think so. I don't know, he sped up a lot.
Here he comes.
What are you up to?
Dying.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright, now this time, I will stay very close to Dizian and hold his hand.
Make sure it actually says following design.
He's got anxiety.
Why are you gonna make an internet personality with anxiety?
Okay. This time shall be different. Hi. Okay, here I go.
I'm taking this plane.
And now do I... Okay.
Yeah, landing again. You gotta wonder how UPEO feels about you just fucking off with their plane.
Probably not great. This thing doesn't cost $1. I mean, a whole ass, like, retrofitted future forward F-16 has got to be at least like $50.
Nice landing.
We did.
And now we are in fully uncharted territory.
Yes, indeed.
You have basically one mission before you've got a split.
Good gravy.
Not a full, like, story split, but, like, if you It looks like it's a timed one. It's like if you accomplish something within 3 minutes 30 seconds, you get one mission. If you don't, then you get another one.
Interesting. Well,
in the second mission after this.
Some new content. Let's have a look.
Let's see how terrible design really is. And we get to know Keith.
多国籍複合企業体ゼネラルグループの一員としての誇りを胸に刻み、これまで以上の活躍をしてほしい。我々のグループは
That wasn't me.
Can confirm he's not even touching the controller at the moment.
まず最初はフォートグレース空港に緊急着陸した戦闘機についての話題から。
はい、お伝えします。昨日未明、ゼネラルリソースのフォートグレイス空港上空に一機の戦闘機が突然現れ、数分後、第三滑走路に緊急着陸しました。当初は所属不明とも伝えられていた同機は、ゼネラルリソース航空警備保障による取り調べの結果、ユーピオ治安維持部隊所属の戦闘機と判明。この着陸の目的は、同機搭乗員のゼネラルリソースへの移籍とみられており、
Hey, you made the news for some reason.
Lucky me.
さて、皆さんの中にはこのニュースを聞き、なぜこの戦闘機はフォートグレース空港上空に現れるまで
How did this fighter suddenly appear?
So, I'm not a scientist, but I'm given to understand that if a plane arrives somewhere, it's for one of three reasons. One, the plane has been packed onto a ground transport vehicle, like a truck or a train or similar, and it's been driven there along the ground. Second is that the plane has been loaded onto a larger aircraft and flown by that aircraft to its destination. Third, and this is the most far-fetched one, I don't think this has ever been known to happen, is the aircraft, through some unknown means, gets off the ground under its own power, and then it goes places. What is with you people?
Yeah, this wasn't unplanned. We knew he was coming. In fact, he came with me. He landed like 3 seconds after I did. What is your problem? Why is this news?
The amount of fluff in this broadcast is unreal.
Yeah.
We're going to find out who gave you this info and they're going to die. Yes, we planned it. Apparently.
Yeah, we were literally working together just before the quote-unquote transfer.
しかし同じゼネラルリソースのエースパイロットであり、ディジョン氏とは長年チームを組んでいるキース・ブラウン氏の意見を聞くと、どうやら微妙なズレが。
Ah, Mr. First Name, First Name.
例の戦闘機？いいか、大体がな、ユーピオの腰抜けの中でできるってだけのやつが、我らがゼネラルのメンバーとして通用するか。
I suppose that this is one of the clips that might be different if I had a better rank in the previous mission.
まず、私の言葉を信じ、強引な誘いに応じてくれたことを心から感謝している。
Oh, the news is done. Now we're into personal email.
堕落したユーピオの駒にしておくにはあまりに惜しい腕だ。我々は
You are one to talk about corruption, my dude. Creepo.
This is definitely the screed of someone I would be happy to throw my lot in with. I don't know what a Saker Falcon is, but an Eagle Plus sounds like an F-15.
Guess we'll find out.
の機に乗じニューコムの航空基地を強襲する。
Yeah, Eurofighters, F-18s,
攻撃開始後は
and a bunch of Sterzillas.
ユーピオとも交戦状態に入ることは免れない。
This is an act of war.
作戦に臨んでもらいたい。
We are, in fact, starting a war.
Oh, this thing is based off of the F-16XL, which was like an experimental double delta design.
You should have another one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, good call.
Gosh.
15 or 16? 15 or 16?
I choose the one that you don't get to fly very often. Nice. Nice, nice.
Engage.
Hello, goodbye. Oh, hey, he dodged it. Oh, there's Eric and Fiona. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're gonna be so mad at me. Oh, beans. Oh, crap. Maybe I'll just go shoot down the stairs, though, as we're starting to run a little bit low on time.
I was like, what do you mean? The timer's counting up. I'm like, oh, right, the stream.
Yeah, real human being clock. So they're just hanging out, as it were. Are they going to be trying to take off, or are they just sitting ducks? Seems like the latter. Oh, now they're moving. Not a big deal. They're still taxiing. They're pretty vulnerable. A childhood favorite, says Paulian25. Welcome to you. Glad we could provide. Oops, I'm gonna bounce if I don't watch out.
Woo. This does seem to be well loved in the among the people who played it in youth.
The use, as they say.
Oh man. Welcome to you. I'm Max. Chachi's the one flying. And this is... we just started our...
Oops. Boink. That's what, 7 times now? I'm getting very good at skipping rocks. Oh, I don't know if I can survive. Yep, couldn't survive 8. That's what happens when you try to read the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, once more with feeling.
Paul, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. Glad to have you along for this adventure. This is a blind playthrough. We're sort of just muddling along.
This is the... we're heading towards our 4th of the 5 endings. And this is... Chachi is doing a full stream of every Ace Combat that we can get our hands on.
Yeah. I want to fly a plane. Go. Targets in sight.
While this is a blind playthrough, Ace Combat is one of his favorite series, so he has decided to show it off. We've already done 1 and 2. We're just gonna go in order. They're just sort of sitting there, huh?
Yeah, it takes them a few seconds to start taxiing to the runway.
Right, and I think.
Whoops! I did it again. That's 10.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Getting ready to move out. They're all milling around now.
Yep, there goes 1.
Mm-hmm.
Paul's only played 2, 3, and 5.
I did it again.
Oh.
Okay, maybe I'm too tired to continue. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness. Maybe we'll just... I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah. So, Paul has also seen a walkthrough of 4 and has heard 0 is awesome.
0 is dynamite. If you like the ace fight set pieces in these games, you can't go wrong. However, we can go to the end of the stream. I'd like everybody for... Let me start over. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Let's see who we can...
We can send over to People Pixie, who is doing Atomic Crops, which is sort of a mix of farming sim and shooter. Just a bot, yeah. This just a, hey, you want to buy followers bot, so...
The less said about that, the better.
Yep. Just saying, we don't just ban discriminately, no. Just mostly bots. Okay. So we'll send over to People Pixie. In the meantime, we will be back probably tomorrow, where I will be starting Yuppie Psycho for October. Alright, we'll send it over to People Pixie. Good night, everybody.
If you enjoyed your time with us, consider following. We'd love to have you back.